Hey everyone, we're going to write our equation y equals negative 3x squared plus 6x minus 5 in vertex form, and then name the vertex, axis of symmetry, and direction of opening. I'm also going to just sketch this. It's not going to be a perfect graph, just to give you an idea of the vertex, axis of symmetry, and direction of opening. So what we're going to have to do is complete the square on this. So what I'm going to do is write y. I'm going to go ahead and add 5 to both sides of the equation. So this is going to leave a 0 here. I'm going to pull out a negative 3 for my highest common factor. So that leaves me with x squared minus 2x. Now, to complete the square, we're going to use this make a perfect square trinomial. So that's going to be my b divided by 2 squared. And I have to add it to both sides. This is just going to be negative 1 squared, which equals 1. So this is just going to be 1. We're going to add it to both sides. But recall that when you're adding this 1, you're also multiplying that by negative 3 because we factored out a negative 3. So we're going to write this as negative 3 times our 1. Okay, because that's what we're really adding if you simplified all this. Okay, so let's simplify. This is going to be 5 minus 3 is 2. Then we're negative 3, and I'm going to condense this perfect square trinomial. So let me rewrite this. This is plus 1. All right, so what you do is you write x, copy this down, minus, and take half of the 2 as 1 squared. Now from here you can actually see the vertex better, because the vertex is your hk, and it's your distance from 0. So from your x, if you set this to 0, you get 1. And for your y, if you set this to 0, you get negative 2. However, for vertex form, we're going to write this, move this 2 over by subtracting 2 from both sides of the equation. So there's your equation, and it's now easier to put that in the calculator. Your axis of symmetry is your h portion of your vertex, which is 1. So your axis of symmetry is x equals 1. Also, our a portion is negative. So it's downward. And also it's narrow, because the bigger the a gets, the graph narrows. Again, I'm just going to sketch the graph, and I'd like to use our y-intercept. If x is 0, then those will go away, and our y is negative 5. That's going to help me graph the y-intercept. And again, this is just a sketch. I am using a grid to sketch it, but it's just a sketch. So we have 1 common negative 2 as our vertex. So that's our vertex. All right. Now, we know our y-intercept is negative 5. It's right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our axis of symmetry is x equals 1 right here. That's that line. So that means the quadratic function is symmetric about that line. Since our y-intercept's here, then that means we have a point here as well. And that helps us graph it. So we're just going to graph downward, opens downward. The y-intercept and the vertex actually also helps you know how to graph it downward, but we know it opens downward because of that negative. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.